Good afternoon, everyone. So recently, CNN's professional race baiter, Don Lemon, did a segment where he said the Democrats should acknowledge all of the violence and the riots taking place all over our country for the last 3 months, not because it's the right thing to do, not because innocent law-abiding citizens and business owners are having their stores looted and burned to the ground. It's not right, but because it's showing up in the polls, it's showing up in focus groups, and it's hurting Democrats politically.
What you said, what's happening in Kenosha is a Rorschach test for the entire country. And I think this is a blind spot for Democrats. I think Democrats are ignoring this problem or hoping that it will go away. And it's not going to go away. And so, unless someone comes up with a solution over the next 73 days or 70, however many days.
68 days.
68 days. So it's not going to, the problem is not going to be fixed by then. But guess what? The rioting has to stop. Chris, as you know and I know, it's showing up in the polling. Mm-hmm. It's showing up in focus groups. It is the only thing right now that is sticking. And the Democrats tonight stuck with that, right? And they also stuck with the theme that you said, the coronavirus. You got coronavirus and you have Kenosha.
The rioting has to stop because it's showing up in the polling, it's showing up in the focus groups, not because we're not calling an end to the violence because it's the right thing to do, but because it's hurting Democrats politically. And this really shows what the Democrats think of America. It really shows that they are willing to do anything to clutch the reins of power. And they don't actually care about anyone. They don't care about law-abiding citizens. They don't care about people. Because in other words, Don Lemon is saying that it's okay. It's completely fine to ignore the riots, the violence, and the protests. It's completely okay to ignore business owners that have their stores looted and burned to the ground by thugs that show up with Molotov cocktails that throw them through the window. That's okay if it helps Democrats in November. It's okay. You can just ignore it. But as soon as it shows up in the focus groups, in the polls, well now, 3 months later, 3 months after this whole saga started, now it's time for the Democrats to acknowledge, recognize, and I don't know, possibly put an end, possibly stop all of these violent riots and protests, not because they care about law-abiding citizens at all. It's actually quite the contrary. If it helps them politically, ignore it. But as soon as it starts hurting them politically, as soon as it starts hurting their chances of re-election in November, that's why they should acknowledge the violence. I mean, I can't think of anything more evil and sinister than that. It's all just about polling numbers and focus groups. They don't care at all about the American people. They don't care at all about innocent business owners that work their entire lives to start a business, to build a business, to just one day have some thug roll up and lob a Molotov cocktail through their window and burn everything they worked for their entire lives and burn that to the ground. They don't care about any of that. And if it helps them politically, ignore it. But as soon as it doesn't, that's when they should acknowledge it. I mean, absolutely disgusting. Anyway, give me your thoughts. Please leave your thoughts in the comments below. Hope you liked my video. Subscribe, and I will see you all next time.